Former President Jacob Zuma is not letting the loss of his legal team get in the way of his birthday celebrations. His lawyers, as we know, have walked away from representing him in his corruption case, but two youth groups are expected to present him with gifts today. Well, eNCA's Thuba Vilane is covering that one for us. Thuba, a very good morning to you once again. And yes, you are at the Sharks board, judging by the big set of jaws next to you there. And when we last spoke, we weren't sure of what the gift was that the president was going to be, former president, we keep calling him president, former president was going to be receiving. Any idea as to what the surprise gift might be now?
The only thing that I've seen walking in or with someone walking in the hall here is a birthday cake. As you understand, this is a birthday celebration for the former president. When I asked them about the sort of type of gifts that will be handed over to the president, they only told me that this is not just an ordinary person, so they don't call it a birthday. They are saying it's a revolutionary birthday. But I'm with one of the organizers who's going to share with us what can we expect going forward. Baba, thank you so much for your time. Just take us through. I understand.
All right, we seem to have lost sound there to Thuba Vilane. We'll try and get that back, and that's the birthday celebrations, another celebration for former President Jacob Zuma at the Sharks board in KZN. And as we know, Thuba Vilane covering that one for us. We'll try and reconnect, but let's remind you, today is Earth Day, a time to reflect on how each of us can contribute to saving the only home we all share at the moment. Climate change is taking its toll and the clock is ticking. The United Nations has warned that COVID-19 has failed to put the brakes on this. US President Joe Biden is holding a climate summit today and tomorrow aimed at galvanizing efforts by the major economies to tackle the climate crisis.
Imagine one day waking up to none of this. If we're not careful, this could be the case. Climate change and other environmental threats have broken our natural systems, leading to new and fatal diseases, as well as a breakdown of the global economy. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres says we must end our war on nature.
Let us all commit to act to stabilize our climate and to end our war on nature.
We must restore the Earth, not just because we care about the natural world, but because we live in it. The State of the Global Climate 2020 report by the UN, released on Monday, says last year was one of the hottest on record. Greenhouse gas concentrations increased despite the pandemic-related economic slowdown. The 2015 Paris Agreement on climate change calls for capping global warming at well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Many believe that hasn't been effective.
We simply do not have the luxury of a lot of time. This clock represents an end to as much advocacy, which advocacy is important, but the beginning of more action.
40 world leaders are expected to attend the Climate Summit's virtual talks, aimed at galvanizing efforts by the major economies to tackle the climate crisis.
Well, let's go back now to the Sharks board in KZN. Thuba Vilane was getting some idea for us of what the prolonged birthday celebrations look like for former President Jacob Zuma. We know it was his birthday earlier this month, Thuba, but it seems the celebrations go on, and youth groups now sort of letting or getting into the celebrations and wanting to present the former president with some gifts. Tell us what we know about today's celebrations.
We understand the celebration was meant to take place last week, and it was going to take place at the former president's homestead in eNCA, but it was postponed as we understand that there was a death in the family. So today they decided to have this celebration here at Sharks Board in Durban. Let me speak to Chulan Kama, who's going to give us more about this celebration. Thank you so much, Bob Kamete. Just take us through what one can expect today.
Then because all our members within their respective regions, they wanted to go to Nkanda. We then said with the Jacob Zuma Foundation, we agreed that the event is going to take place today. We are expecting a number of people. In fact, others, they already arrived. It's no longer just a birthday because Jacob Zuma, we know all of us that he is a revolutionary. So it's a revolutionary birthday. That's what we are going to celebrate today. We want to say to our father, we thank for all the time that he has devoted to the organization, and we still wish him more years to come because from the fountain that he is, we still want to go there and drink from the wisdom that he has.
Bab Kamete, I know that you will also give him a chance to talk while getting the gifts. I understand the SG of the ANC might also be part of this celebration. Do you know anything about that?
No, we're actually not informed about the coming of the SG. But what we know is that the person who are we celebrating his birthday today, revolutionary birthday today, it's Baba Jacob Zuma. We spoke to him through his foundation. The only thing that we know, we are here at Shaka Spot to celebrate his birthday. Whoever that will come and join us from the ANC side will really appreciate, because we are also members of the ANC. We are also members of the ANC Youth League. Members of SASCO are here because we are expecting all the POA structures to be here, and they've confirmed. The SASCO has confirmed a number of other leaders of the PYA. They are going to be here. With regards to the ANC side, maybe they have communicated that through the office of Ubaba, the Jacob Zuma Foundation, but we were not informed. But we will really appreciate to see the SG. Anyone, even the president himself, will really appreciate to see any leader of the ANC to come and join us, because it's not a bad thing to come and say, happy revolutionary birthday, Baba. We wish that, wish many more years to come, to see you, we come and get a wisdom from you.
Thank you so much, Bab Kamete. He's confirming that he's not sure whether the SG, but I can say that we've had, and I can confirm that the SG of the ANC will be the one that will be introducing the president in this event that is going to take place any time from now.